Hello everyone, we're gonna be making these super cute cherry car hangings. So basically the leaves move up and down. You can put them around your car mirror and then pull the leaves back up and they look so cute. This is perfect for beginners. I'm gonna go through how you make a magic circle, and you only really just need to know how to chain, how to single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet to make this super cute hanging. So first, let's go over what materials you need. This uses Wait For yarn. I love this yarn. This is from Hobby Lobby, and then I think this one is too actually, but Wait For yarn of a green and a red, and I'll put the yardages down below because I'm not sure what they are right at this moment. And then you'll need a pair of scissors, a little bit of stuffing, not tons, and then you need a G-hook. So we're gonna first start with the stem, so the long chain of the car hanging. So we're gonna take our green color and we're gonna make a slip knot. There's tons of different ways you can make a slip knot, but this is just how I do it. So we're gonna hold the tail in our hand, wrap it around our finger 2 times. The one closest to your hand, put it over the first loop, and then take that back one now, closest to your hand, all the way around your finger and pull tight. And we have a slip knot. And you want to leave a decent amount of tail because that's how we're going to be attaching our cherries. And we're just going to chain 60. All right, so once you have 60, we're just going to cut and fasten off. So I'm going to leave a decent amount of tail, cut it, and then pull the yarn through, and you can tighten on both sides. And there's our stem. So now we're going to create the leaves here. So we're gonna take back our green yarn and we're gonna do a slip knot again. So hold the tail, wrap around our index finger twice, back over the front, and now new back all the way around our finger and pull tight. So we're going to chain 16. Okay, so now we should have 16 chains. Starting in the second chain from the hook, so not this one, but this one, we're going to single crochet. Okay, then once we single crochet, we're going to half double crochet in the next stitch. So half double crochet in the next chain. Then we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1 double crochet, 2, and 3. Should have something like this. Then we're going to half double crochet and then single crochet. So that is the top half of the right leaf. Then we're going to slip stitch into the next chain and then chain 1. And this is setting up our middle section where the stem is going to come through. Then we're going to basically repeat exactly what we did over here. So we're going to single crochet in the next, half double crochet in the next, then do 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Then we'll half double crochet again, and then single crochet. And so this is the top half of our leaves. Now we need to do the bottom half. So we're gonna turn our leaves and we're gonna work in the bottom side of the chain. Take the loop that we have now and just stretch it out just a little bit so it looks good on the side. And then work a single crochet into that first chain. And then while we're doing so, I'm gonna be hiding this tail as we go. So then a half double crochet. So we're basically repeating the same exact steps as we did on the top as the bottom. So single crochet, half double crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Then we do a half double crochet, a single crochet, And then we're gonna do a slip stitch, chain one. And then that's one leaf done, and then we'll do the other. So single crochet, half double crochet, 3 double crochets, then half double crochet, and single crochet. We're gonna turn and slip stitch into the very first single crochet we did on the top of the leaf. And there you go, and then we'll fasten off. Cut the yarn, pull through, and then since I hid most of that yarn end, I'm just gonna cut it, the excess tail. And then we are gonna hide this tail end. And how I like to hide it is I get a smaller crochet hook and I go underneath these V's here. So I find a V of a stitch and I take the tail and I pull it through. And then I'm gonna hide it all the way down this leaf, going underneath all these V's here. So here's the next one. Gonna pull it. Oh, that's not the next one. This is the next one. Take the yarn end and pull it through those 2 stitches. And just do that all the way for a decent amount and cut the excess. So I'm gonna keep hiding it and then cut it probably when it gets to here. Here's the completed leaves. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our G-hook and put it through the middle stitches, just grabbing that top loop. So, and the top loop of another one in the middle, right here. And then we're gonna take our stem, grab the middle of it somewhere, and pull it through those 2 loops there. And we have the top part done. Now we're going to work on the cherries. So we're gonna start with a magic circle. So to do a magic circle, we're gonna take the tail end and place it behind our working yarn. Then we're gonna hold that little X there, insert your hook into that circle, and then pull your working yarn through and chain 1. And then we're going to place 8 single crochets in that circle. Then we're just going to take our tail and pull it tight. And there is our magic circle. What we're gonna do is we're going to slip stitch into our first single crochet we made in the circle. And slip stitch. We are gonna leave our tail out because that is how we are going to attach the stem. Then gonna chain 1. And we're going to start increasing around this magic circle. So we're gonna start in the stitch that we slip stitch into, and we're gonna increase in each stitch around till we meet our chain 1 here. So you should have 16 stitches in total. So starting where we slip stitched into, we're gonna place 2 single crochets all around. Once you are finished increasing and have 16 stitches, you're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet we made and chain 1. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hook out, stretching the active stitch, and we're going to attach the stem. Going under the back side where our tail is, we're gonna insert our hook into the circle, the magic circle, and then we're going to take one of the tail ends of the stem, grab it, and pull it through. Then we're going to take the 2 tails and tie them together. And this will help in closing your magic circle too, so you want to tie decently tight. And I tie around 3 times. And there you go. So now our cherry is attached to our stem. So now we're going to insert our hook back into the active loop. And we are going to single crochet in every stitch around to the 16 stitches 3 rounds. So we are on round 3 right now. So you're gonna do it for 3, 4, and 5. And when you meet here, you're gonna slip stitch into your first single crochet and do that for every round. And I'll come back when I have those 3 rounds completed. Okay, so we just completed row 5. It should look a little something like this. And your tail ends where you tied the stem should be inside your circle, and we should start seeing a sphere kind of forming. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna decrease in each stitch across, having 8 decreases. So how we're gonna decrease is we're going to go into the front loop of the first stitch, then go into the front loop of the next stitch, and we're gonna complete a single crochet by pulling through those 2 stitches, complete the single crochet. So we decreased 1 time, removing 1 stitch, and it looks really clean. So we're gonna do that all the way across, going in the front loops of the next 2 stitches, yarning over, pull through those 2, and then complete the single crochet. And you'll do 8 of these decreases. Okay, once you do those 8, we're gonna slip stitch to that first decrease and chain 1. And we're gonna pull our active loop, remove our hook, and we're going to stuff our cherry. I have tons of yarn ends that I use that are really good for these really tiny, small stuffings. And you wanna stuff it a decent amount where it's gonna have a good amount of stuffing inside. Okay, once it's stuffed, we'll put our hook back into the loop. We're gonna cut and fasten off a decently small yarn end, and we're gonna take our hook and we're gonna loop it around the front loops of all 8 single decreases around. Then once you have all 8, we're just gonna pull tight. You can see we flattened out the bottom. And then what I do is I find a spot near where the tail is, where I just go in, grab the tail, don't pull it all the way through, just create a little loop and pull the tail through that to just fasten it off. And then what we'll do is we'll find just anywhere in the cherry, go grab that end and just pull it and hide it inside. And I'm gonna cut off the excess. And then you can flatten out the bottom of the cherry, and there is 1 cherry done. So you're gonna do the same exact steps for the cherry that is gonna go on this yarn end. Then we're basically done. So I'm gonna go and finish the second cherry. And here it is with 2 cherries completed. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I think these are just the absolute cutest, and they work really well for craft markets. I sell these for a little bit pricier. I sell them for 10 bucks for 1 car hanging, but people love them. I also make some with different things than cherries. You can put strawberries, mushrooms, anything that you can find. You can just do the basic stem and basically do the same exact thing as the cherries, where you pull the stem end through the middle and tie it off with the strand of the magic circle on the inside of whatever you're putting. But it works so well, it's so cute, and I love them so much, and I hope you love them too. If you enjoyed this tutorial, I would love if you gave this video a thumbs up and also subscribed to see more videos from me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you make this and tag me in your finished products. Thank you so much for watching.